Welcome back to Taj's Garden. I am the gardening realtor, and today we are going to be talking about composting. So if you are a beginner gardener, you probably aren't at the place where you have started composting, which is completely fine because today I am going to teach you how to do it. The perfect ratio that you need to have an effective compost pile is carbon, nitrogen, air, and a little bit of moisture. Too much of any of these will make it either smell terrible or it just won't work. It won't break down. So when you have the ratio perfect, then it will actually heat up naturally to 160 degrees, sometimes even higher. And once it heats up, it naturally starts to decompose. It's going to be somewhat of a fertilizer that can feed your plants throughout the season. So what is the ratio? The ratio is going to be 2 parts carbon, 1 part nitrogen. If you have too much nitrogen, then it will smell terrible and it won't break down. So carbon are going to be things like cardboard boxes, dry leaves, and even dry corn stalks. It can also be dry plant stems. I put those in my compost last year and it did wonderful. Your nitrogen are going to be your fruit and veggie scraps, plant leaves that are not already dried out yet, and weeds. So the weeds are going to have to be completely dried out for about 24 to 48 hours before you add them to your compost. You'll just lay them out in the sun, in full sun, so it completely dries before you add them to your compost. If not, you run the risk of the weeds just rooting themselves into that soil, and then you'll have a whole nother group of problems to deal with. So you're going to want to make sure that the weeds are completely dry before you add them to your compost. And once you have that ratio of 2 parts carbon, 1 part nitrogen, moisture, which means you'll have to add a little bit of water, don't add too much, and air, you want to make sure that you have drilled some holes in the compost bin, or that you have a compost bin that allows airflow. In here we already have some food scraps. We have onions from my garden that actually flowered early. We have some eggshells, okra, peppers. We have a couple of food scraps in here, and this actually breaks down into nitrogen. So this right here is going to be our carbon source. You want to make sure that you drill some holes in the side. This is going to allow airflow because you need a little bit of oxygen to have the perfect ratio. If you don't have one that naturally turns, you need to mix it up as much as you can. And if you see that dirt down there, it's compost that has already broken down from last season. So I actually have 2 compost bins, and as you can see, when my husband added these weeds into this compost bin, we didn't let it completely dry, and they started to grow into the soil when it started to break down. Most of it has completely broken down. We started this compost in the fall, and it is now January. So most of it has completely broken down. The wood pieces that you see in here mainly come from dry plant stems. And then I still have some leaves that are still breaking down. Whenever you start your compost, you are going to see some roly-polies, ants. There are going to be a lot of little bugs that you see in your compost pile, and that is completely fine. They actually help with breaking down everything, so don't freak out. That is what they're supposed to do. They are doing their job. I had my husband pull up this okra plant a couple of months ago once the season was ending, and I still have a couple of okra pods on here that are filled with seeds. And you can see this one completely open, so I'll definitely be taking that off before they start to drop their seeds. But once I take all the pods off, then the rest is going to go in the compost, but I'll have to break it down completely. That is going to be a carbon source. If you're using cardboard boxes, you want to make sure that you take the tape off, because that is plastic and it won't break down. If you're putting fruit scraps or veggie scraps into it, you want to make sure you take that sticker off. That is plastic, it won't break down. The only thing that should go in your compost bin are natural things. So you can even add eggshells, but don't add the egg yolk. Composting is definitely a learning process. Once you get the hang of it, it is so fun. So don't give up. If you are brand new and this just seems very overwhelming, start off with a little storage bin. That's what I did when I first started. I started with a little blue storage bin. I think I actually still have it out there. Let's see. Well, I don't have it out here. But you can start off with a storage bin, or you can start off with a bucket and just put little food scraps in there, sticks if you see them laying around in your yard, dry leaves, cardboard boxes. Remember to take the tape off. Just put it in there and mix it up and just see what happens. Eventually, you'll start to notice how convenient that is to just use natural material to create something that is so beneficial for your plants. Compost is very expensive, so if you can make it on your own, why not? Thank you guys for watching another video. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comment section. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you want to be part of an amazing gardening community, head on over to Facebook, type in Prosper and Plant, and I'll see you over there.